run the world? Girls. Who run the world? Girls. Who run the world? Girls. Who run the world? Take my glasses off. Hey beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. This is How I Do Things, the show where you send me your questions and I'll let you know how I would handle things. Now you can use it as advice for how you should handle it. Use it, don't use it, it's all up to you. So today, somebody sent me a question asking, okay Kopano, how do you do it? Where do you get all this energy to be doing Cake Friday and baking and cooking and being a mommy and creating the content that you need to create and having your business? How do you balance all of those things? Because it seems like a lot of stuff to do and you still have all of this energy. Sis, how? Well, this is how. Okay, so there are basically 5 things that I'm always making sure that I'm kind of balancing in my life. And number 1 is definitely knowing that there's no such thing as balance, but there are priorities. I'm not gonna wreck my brain on some, listen, I need to have balance, 2 hours of this, 2 hours of that, whatever. It's not gonna happen. Perfection is a dream, and it's a dream that is absolutely never ever gonna come true. I am working on having things working out for me and getting the important stuff done. So what I mean by priorities is there's something that is the most important thing that you need to get done every single day. Then there's the second most important thing. Then there's a third most important thing. And every single day I go through that list. Number 1 is that I need to make sure that I've taken care of myself and that I'm happy, right? So every single day, happiness is number 1. Me and my God need to pray, and that's what I do. Number 2 is making sure that the baby's taken care of. She's got to live. She's got to be alive. Right? So those are the priorities I have every single day, and I keep working down my list. Sometimes I only manage to get 2 things done, the top 2 most important things done in a day, and that's okay. And other days I get to do the top 5 most important things in a day, and that's a great day. But every single day is different, and I forgive myself should things not really work out the way I want them to. But as long as I've got my priorities straight and I know that the most important thing is done every single day, then that is all I need. Screw balance. Throw it out the window. I don't need it. What I need is my priorities to be straight. And if my priorities are straight, then every single day is a blessing. All right, mamas, here's a secret that I have for all of you. This is my secret, and it's a secret which I kind of let slip after having baby because I was just tired all the time. But after I got back on this train, then I knew that things were working out for me. Have you ever had that feeling where it's like you're running after the day and you're running after things and things aren't getting done and you always feel like, oh my gosh, okay, I need to do this and then I need to do that. And listen, when the day breaks, the madness happens. So you need to find a 2-second break somewhere to just center yourself and to just find your balance. So for me, my number 2 strategy of making sure I have energy for all of the madness in the world is to just find 2 seconds to myself to find my center. So you won't find it during the day because once baby's awake and once hubby's around and then there's the washing, then there's the business, then I've got emails, it all just goes to the dogs. So before everyone wakes up, around about 5 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning, before everybody wakes up, before people send me emails, before anyone can call me, I wake up, I make myself a good cup of rooibos tea with some lemon and some honey, and I stand outside and I've got this app that helps me to breathe, literally. Every morning for 3 minutes. Those 3 minutes are my center. Right after those 3 minutes, I pray. And then the rest of the day can just tumble upside down. I can be flooded with emails. Things can go whatever direction they want to go. But as long as I get those 3 minutes and my prayer and that cup of rooibos tea, then the world is fine with me. It's like my spinach. Popeye has his spinach and boof, boof, bam, guns. That's what I need. My rooibos, my prayer, and my breathing. Then number 3, to get my energy, is just knowing that not everything's gonna get done every single day. Now that's the thing that can make you go to bed depressed day after day after day after day. Listen, we don't have control over everything in this world, but we do have control over ourselves and how we deal with those things. I know that the day may start and I have my own plans, but then baby may be fussy, or there may be something I need to help my husband with, or there may be a family emergency that I need to help with, or my parents come visit out of the blue and don't tell me before they visit, and then they want to spend the whole day with me, which I can do because I have a flexible schedule, but that doesn't mean that I don't have things to do. So when things like that happen, when the world just turns upside down, be okay with knowing that not everything is going to go your way. That is the one thing that always helps me to get the energy that I need. Knowing that things may not always go my way, but things will always be okay. Now, my number 4 strategy on making sure I have energy for everything is something that you guys might not like, but it's something that really works for me and helps me to keep my sanity, and that's where my energy comes from: routine. Wah, wah, wah. I know, you're just like, routine? Ugh. Listen, grow up, honey. Adults have routines, and routines are your sanity. So I'm talking about daily routines, right? So my number 4 strategy is daily routines. Every morning we have breakfast at the same time, which hubby helps with, and we have the same breakfast every single morning, which is really nutritious. Breakfast is the best meal of the day. It sets you up for success. And that morning routine that I have with my husband, which we've had since we were boyfriend and girlfriend, that routine is something that anchors me every single day. And then there's also a nighttime routine. Having a baby really helps because you have the same bath time routine for her, and that just returns you back to normal. So imagine this: you wake up in the morning, you have your breathing time, and then you have your morning routine, then madness in between, and then you have your night routine and you shut it down. So what you do is you keep the madness between these 2 pillars. Morning routine is pillar number 1. Night routine is pillar number 2, and in between here is madness, but everything else that happens outside of those 2 pillars is bliss. And those are the things that happen. So morning routine opens the door for madness, opens the door for other people's problems, their emails, their phone calls, whatever may happen with people in the world. And the night routine shuts that door. Once that door is shut, it's just me and my space and my husband, and that's where I get to recharge. Knowing that in between pillar 1 and pillar 2, check out my guns, nothing gets between those 2 things. Alright, so my 5th and final strategy is something that you guys might actually like. I do this weekly and I do this monthly. I reward myself. I believe in rewards. Like, I'm not going to wait for anyone to reward me. I'm going to reward myself. Some of you may know Cake Friday, which I do every Friday, and I show it on Instagram, and it's something that we've been doing for about 3 years, maybe even more. And Cake Friday has become my reward. I reward myself with cake, and my husband gets jealous, so I have to share it with him. But cake is my weekly reward. You don't have to reward yourself with food. You may reward yourself with a bubble bath. You may reward yourself with a foot soak. You may reward yourself with a spa date. Whatever it is that you need to do, reward yourself on a weekly basis. Being a woman is a full-time job. Being a mom is 2 jobs. Being a wife is another 3 jobs. And then you still gotta be, the boss lady, and you still gotta be employee of the month, and you still got to be the best daughter in the world and remember everybody's birthday and still look fabulous while you're doing it. It's a lot of work. So reward yourself on a weekly basis and know that this right here, this Lindt chocolate, this beautiful piece of chocolate cake, that's my reward every single week. And every single month, I buy myself makeup. I know every single month I put aside a little budget and I say, this is my spoil budget. This is in a box, it's mine, I give to no one, I spoil myself monthly, honey, and I love it. And you should try doing the same too. So if you want to keep this conversation going and you want a few tips on how to do things, then go to kopanoshimange.com where you can sign up and get access to that exclusive